Coming up today, we're joined by Jarrod from local band Jones the Cat.
I feel like a lot of people can kind of hook into that existentialism.
We'll also tell you about the hottest burger ever, and Dan will let you know when you can play some pub trivia this week. Produced on a Wobble and Warramai land, this is The Good Stuff on Newcastle Live.
This is
Good.
good stuff.
The Good Stuff! This week, KFC will launch its hottest burger ever, the Fiery Zinger.
Zinger!
Colonel Sanders is hitting this little bugger with a sauce that boasts 11 chilies. Basically, it's the Zinger burger that we all know and love with a supercharged sauce that features Carolina Reaper. This fiery little mongrel will hit stores from tomorrow, the 8th of August. Get that on your taste buds.
Newcastle Live. Newcastle Live.
Local punk rockers Jones the Cat are about to release their debut album called The Tyranny of Apathy. We're joined for a chat with Jarrod prior to their launch gig at the Hamo. So I'd like to start off by asking, where did the name Jones the Cat come from and what does it mean?
So Jones the Cat is a reference to the Alien movie franchise. So if you've ever seen Alien or any of the Aliens, there's a little orange cat called Jones, who I think is actually one of the only really surviving members of the entire series. But yeah, so the little orange cat that gets around is Jones, and there wasn't really any reason, it was just, that was just the name of the band. We just sort of picked something and went, yep, Jones the Cat, cool, that sounds cool, And I find band names, if you put too much thought into them, they can be really tricky things.
Yeah.
So to just have something it's like, oh, that's what it is. It's pretty simple. There's a little bit of a reference there, but nothing too deep, I guess. Yeah.
So you're not a diehard fan of Alien?
Oh no, I mean I love the movies.
Yeah.
I've had many arguments that I think The Thing is better than Alien, but
Okay.
I'd still like Alien's great. Sigourney Weaver's so awesome in those movies, and that's kind of the genesis of the name.
That's really cool. I haven't actually seen the Alien movies, so I'm going to have to rip in.
Definitely watch. I mean, the first two are really, really good. The third one gets a bit weird, and then it kind of turns into Ridley Scott's been doing like Prometheus and like all the newer ones, which are still cool, but that first one's just like trapped on a ship with an alien,
right,
in the box, that kind of thing, and like one of the first sort of like female-led hero kind of movies. It was very much, just Sigourney Weaver being the heroine of the movie.
Yeah, wow.
So, yeah, it was it broke a lot of, I guess, stereotypes, and the artistry of like the alien and like all that kind of stuff as well. Really, really cool.
Well, I think that...
Yeah, check it out. It's awesome.
That sits really well with Jones the Cat. I mean, I've spent the morning listening to your latest singles, which have been awesome. They're full of like feelings of protest. There's heaps of existentialism through there, and definitely, breaking down boundaries. So you have a debut album that's about to come out called The Tyranny of Apathy. Can you tell us what kind of overarching theme is going to be in this album?
So it is a real hodgepodge of just, I guess, an insight into mainly our singer, his mind. So he writes all the lyrics, and he's an interesting fella. We love him, but he has a lot going on, but the thing is that we definitely share a lot of the emotions that he has, and the album sort of was birthed through COVID, and I feel like a lot of people can kind of hook into that existentialism and that kind of insular thinking, because, a lot of people went through it. Like the amount of people that I've caught, it's been so funny this last year catching up with people I haven't seen for a couple of years.
Yeah.
I swear to every single person I talk to, like my age, just talks about their experience through COVID. And just how for mental health and like all these different things. They just discovered so many things about them just because obviously we're just like locked in a house with your own thoughts, and I think a lot of people kind of had to confront things that maybe if life was just regular, you can kind of put off to the side, or you can kind of mask with work, or you can mask with, doing stuff on the weekend. But when you have none of that stuff to kind of take your mind away, you're just left with yourself. And I think a lot of people went, oh, I kind of need to learn about myself a bit better and just kind of be comfortable with myself.
Yeah.
And which is really cool. Like, I think that's amazing. It's been really cool having those conversations with all these people. But as far as the album's concerned, it's a bit like that. It's a bit of a mirror into the psyche, I guess, of the band and us, and also what we were going through as a bit as a band as well. Like, so the album is called The Tyranny of Apathy. And yeah, I mean, it is literally that. It's like having all these ideas or having so much going on and then being kind of stuck or frozen just by being apathetic. And that can happen in, a multitude of ways. Obviously with, beforehand, we were going pretty good, pretty successful, had a lot of stuff going on, had a label, had all this, management, all that kind of stuff. And then COVID, and obviously all this other stuff going on just kind of caused it to kind of just peter out. And then once the wheels sort of stopped turning, like, yeah, you get really apathetic about the whole industry, like, oh, when are we going to play live again? When are we going to get out there and just, be a band again? And yeah, so it was very much a labor of love, and there's a lot of cool stuff. There's a lot of times on the album where I remember when Jack was recording vocals and or just like looking at lyrics and just going, oh, that's awesome. Like, or fighting for songs because I'm like, I think there's a better song in the demos, but the lyrics of this song just are ringing so true for us. So that song ended up on the album instead because we just love the lyrics so much, because it just really spoke to like what we were feeling at the time. So that song that I'm mentioning is called Work is Its Own Reward, which I mean probably makes sense now I guess with everything in the sort of rear view. But yeah.
You'll be on stage at the Hamilton Station Hotel on the 18th of August with Lucky Day, House of Refuge and Bad Witch. How does it feel getting to play now after going through all of that stuff and being able to actually get on stage and just go back to normal?
Yeah, no, it's gonna be awesome. But I'm so keen to play with our supports as well, because a lot of them are old friends and we haven't played for literally for years, so we're super, super keen to share the stage with them as well.
Yeah, sick.
We've played a couple of smaller gigs here and there since obviously the restrictions have been lifted, and it's every single time we play it feels good, but we haven't really had a gig with like much meaning, I guess, behind it, which is like a single release or a tour. And the album was literally recorded through COVID because we couldn't play live, so we went, well, we're here, let's record the album. We recorded it at Tommy Rock with Mitta, and that was amazing. Love Mitta. Love the sound that he got. He worked with us very closely, and he was just an awesome presence in the room as well. So it was just really, really cool to make that album with him. And yeah, it's just getting to kind of, all this year, it's kind of all constrained together, and then finally being able to release this out and actually then play it live to people as well, and play songs that people haven't heard us play before. We're really excited just to, get on stage and do our thing. And our live shows have always been our forte. We pride ourselves on, having a good live show and getting really energetic, and, we play punk rock music. We want to jump around and be stupid, and the more the crowd feels it, the more we feel it, jumping in the crowd, just sweaty, all the stuff,
Yeah, legendary. Well, I can't wait to hear this album, and thank you so much for spending some time with us and have fun at that gig.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. Hopefully see everyone there. That'll be great.
Yes!
This is where it sounds good. the good stuff.
Get your trivia teams together because it's a massive week of pub trivia around the region. Tonight at the Hotel Delaney, Quizmasters will take over. It's Star Hotel Trivia Night on Tuesday. Wednesday night, it's Harry Potter themed trivia at Adamstown Bolo. And the Callie in Maitland will test out your Game of Thrones knowledge on Thursday. To find out what else is happening, head to newcastlelive.com.au.
The good stuff. That's it for the good stuff today. I'd love to say a big thank you to Jarrod from Jones the Cat. You should definitely rip into their latest singles and keep an ear out for their debut album. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow from 4 p.m. for more of the good stuff.